Hey, welcome back to Gamer Guide. I am Rollin, and today we're looking at The Last Leviathan, a fun single-player game, a lot like Robocraft, but on the high seas. Some of you might look at it and say, hey, this looks a lot like From the Depths too. True, but it is just a single-player game where you campaign against different factions or different pirate ships, so I guess you might say that's also sort of like From the Depths, but I would argue this is a lot simpler, as the learning curve was pretty small, at least for me, coming from games real similar to this. Also kind of reminds me a little bit of Galactic Junk League. But it's by the developers Super Punk Games out of Nottingham, England. Little small indie developer, and it looked a lot of fun. It's only $10 on Steam, so I said, hey, why not pick it up and try it out? You can build a bunch of different ships and then upload them to the market, and other people can download them and battle ships against ships. So in some ways, it's a little bit like reassembly, as you can battle other people's ships, but you don't battle other players directly. Anyway, so I decided to go ahead and build a ship here on camera. I had done a couple off camera just so I kind of knew what I was doing, but it is pretty simple. You're just going to slap some different pieces together and finish out your design. You do have different shapes like tetras, prisms, all that kind of good stuff. Not sure what to call them in this game. A couple different size pieces though for the blocks. You can do the double blocks or single, and then there's different qualities of wood. So this one I'm using here is kind of the mid-grade quality. Slap a couple of rudders on the back. You have the option of going propellers or sails. Of course, I like going with the powered option, so I went with a propeller, just one of the mid-range ones. And you can build any class ship you want to from the beginning of the game, so there's no leveling up to build bigger ships. It just puts you in different categories. So if I build a ship over 2,500, I'd be out of the COG class, and I'd be up to the next one, and so it just kind of goes from there. I'm going to try to keep it under 2,500 though, so we can go out and we can do some pirate battles and get our stars, basically, so we can battle bigger, badder ships in that mode of gameplay. There's also creative mode where you can just kind of go around and goof off, and looks like a couple other game modes too we'll have to check out. Looks like there was a versus where you'll battle your creations against other players' creations, and then there was also something about special events, so that's kind of cool. Anyway, I'm going with cannons up front, as I have a little bit of experience with them, and they seem like a good weapon. These rails here are just for decoration, but I do add a little extra structure and a little extra health to the top. And added kind of a faux cabin area and one of these telescopes that you can click on and look out over the sea to kind of see if they're a friend or foe on the horizon. So that is kind of cool. And then you'll just name your ship. I'm going to name mine the Sea Scrapper. And that's my first COG class one. The other ships I built were a little bit bigger, and also probably not quite as good as this, hopefully. But it seems like this thing is sailing pretty well. I went with the pontoon setup on this, so it'd be a little stabler. I didn't have to add a lot of heavy keels or anything to the bottom of it. Alright, so let's go ahead and we will do the COG class battles. See what we can get into here in our first battles. So we'll go ahead and do fight, and notice this little bell thing drops down. I think every time we kill somebody that we get another one of these bells in the water, so it's kind of a way to track our progress. Alright, I see it off in the distance there, and I think we're getting finally close enough where I'll be able to hit it. When you're in this mode, the targeting, those little spaces that appear on the top, bottom, left, and right show you how far off you are when you're trying to shoot the enemy. So it is a little bit more challenging to actually hit them, I'm finding, in this game. It does probably help if you're using the waves too to your advantage, so if you're going backwards you might nose up a little bit more. I went ahead and sped up time a little bit, as I'm a really bad shot right now. But let's see if we can finally, there we go, took out a barrel. And if we can do a little hull damage there we go, see if we can tip him over. Nice. Alright, so that was the easiest ship in COG mode. Finally was able to get a lock on him and take him out. So pretty powerful cannons here. They're like explosive cannonballs. There's also a different cannonball set that has like flamethrower balls that just sets an enemy ship on fire. And then there's a couple other options too. There's one that's like a multi-fire smaller projectile gun, almost like a minigunner almost, but it doesn't shoot quite as fast. And there's an actual flamethrower. And what else did I remember from? Oh, and some melee weapons, so you can get spikes and swords and all kinds of stuff. Alright, we're tracking down the second guy. and just barely missed his sail. I find like sails are a little easier to target. There we go. Finally got him broadside. It's a real simple boat. Looks like he only has one cannon, so he's also circling the wrong way if he wants to shoot us. There we go. Got him again on the broadside. See if we can peel his blocks off here. I don't have anything on the front like a spike, but that would have been nice. Because I could definitely catch this guy if he would just stop spinning in circles. Alright, let's try going the other way, keep ahead of him a little bit. Darn it, I nosed up just a little too hard there on the wave. It is really hard to hit these guys. There we go. When we get that solid circle like that, that means your aim is perfect right at that particular moment. There we go, got him. And can we sink his ship? Just barely missed. This is really challenging, I'd say, more than other games I've played, like Galactic Junk League or Robocraft, to really hit your opponent with these guns because of the waves and all the other stuff. There we go. I could have hit there, but didn't for some reason. Darn it, he knocked off my pontoon, that bastard. So I'm still afloat, though. I can lose one of them, no problem. If I lose two, there probably will be a problem, since I'm pretty thin on the bottom. And pretty top-heavy, too, so I need at least one pontoon. Might be kind of interesting to try another boat design that just uses like dual pontoons and maybe a little bit bigger guns or something. Oh, there's also a flat gun and a, what do they call those? Mortar launcher? So there's a bunch of different weapon options. It's pretty neat. And then a lot of different decorative pieces too, and different wood qualities and stuff. So you can get pretty intricate, and then as you get into the bigger, badder class of ship, you can build some real monsters. Alright. Gotta get this guy out of here. There we go. Got him on the broadside. Oh, he finally got me. Finally decided to turn the right way and place one right on me. So pretty easy so far. But we did get some pretty good damage, so we should probably repair. And you can repair just by docking, and all your parts will be instantly back, and you can kind of continue on to the campaign where you left off. So every time you get spotted by an enemy pirate ship, you get that little flash of light just to let you know that the enemy knows that you're there. So it looks like this guy is not running or turning circles. He's kind of coming right at me, so let's see if we can get a couple shots on him. Okay, we're still a little bit too far away. Whoa! Alright, he has got one of those mortar launchers. Looks like mortar launchers. They can set your ship on fire. Or it could be a flaming cannonball, too. Yeah, it's one of those flaming cannonballs because they have the little skirting on top. And he got me right in the hole. Plus he's got a spike on him, and he's stabbing me in the face. Not real good. Let's see, can I hit him? For some reason I can't fire my cannons right now. Trying to, but nothing's happening on the click. I'm trying to back up. This is not good. Maybe I could just push him over. There we go. He was on top of me. Nice. I thought we were going to lose there, but flipping a ship over will kill it. So we got that one. I thought I was pretty much screwed, and he did burn the shit out of my ship with that little fire cannonball launcher. Not too bad. Alright, so we probably should go look for maybe one or two more ships, and then we're going to try out some of the other modes here. Alright, I sped it up a little bit here, and I found another ship. This time, this one's a lot bigger and has a lot more cannons too on the side. Broadside, but it's also a lot bigger target. And with my 3 cannons, I'm hoping to make short work of this guy. Almost got him. There we go. Nice. This guy's gonna go down quick. He's a little too big and easy for me to hit. And as I say that, I completely miss. There we go. Almost got his hole. Sped it up here a little bit. As my recording software messed up there, as it's easy to click out of the window on this game. I have a couple different monitors on my computer, so totally messed up there. But got this recording again, and we got the victory. Nice. So I've completed 9 of these, and what I'm trying to do is just win enough so you unlock the next class of battle, so you can go up and fire at little harder pirates, and I can build a different ship. But it does seem pretty easy right now, and I'm sure it's going to ramp up in difficulty a little bit later. But let's go and try out one of these other modes. I saw the events and versus. So here you can battle against your own creations or battle against creations on the Steam Market that you've downloaded. So right now I haven't gone on the Steam Market to look at other people's ships, but I'll just go ahead and use one of my others. I made this one called Ramboat. Supposed to be like Rambo Bow, but Ramboat. Yeah. And so Ramboat is a little bit bigger, but for some reason in this versus match, he wasn't being very brave, and he was running from me the entire match, even though he knew I was there, and I caught up. But it's a couple more thousand CPU than me, so I'm a little surprised that it never turned around and tried to fight me. So I wanted to sped this up to the part where I actually caught up with him and blew a hole in his back. But this is the other map too, the foggy map. So you can use cover a little bit better, or maybe sneak up on somebody if you're a fast ship. But yeah, I made real short work of Ramboat, and it's not a crappy ship either. I mean, it's decent. So I'll go ahead and pull it out and show it to you guys. I went with the kind of minigun, fast-firing cannons on that one. So that was the first time I've tried to battle in versus, and I would say that it needs a little work. Either that or the AI only works well with certain kinds of weapons, maybe? I'm not sure, but that wasn't as much fun as I hoped it'd be. Let's go back to creative real quick. I'll show you that Ramboat. Here it is. So we have 4 of the really powerful fast-firing cannons and then 2 of the mid-grade ones. But it puts out lots and lots of firepower. It's a little wonky when you first drop it in the water, but it will level out, and once you start up the pretty powerful engine on the back, it is almost a little bit like a motorboat. And I put 2 of the rudders on the back, of course, and it's pontoon style, sort of like the other one, but a little bit more bulky. It has more decking, too, between the different pontoons. So, pretty fun. And it looks like that little thing, I don't know what that is, claw with a propeller on it, has attached itself to the bottom of my vessel. And those little claws are supposed to do melee damage. What? Oh, I didn't know you could do that. I just clicked on the guns and it gave me like a gun view. That's really cool. Wonder if you can do that on all the guns. I'm definitely a noob in this game, as I'm just figuring it out. But I just wanted to show you the firepower this thing puts out with the smaller weapons. You can totally just rip apart a structure. So kind of glad that Ramboat didn't turn around and start fighting me, as probably would have made short work of me with better aiming. So I went back to the regular game mode, and I'm just giving this a try real quick to see how the targeting works from first person with the cannons. And yeah, it's a way easier to aim in the gun targeting mode than in drive mode. It is a totally different experience though, because the drive mode gives you that interesting and kind of fun crosshair that shows you like distance from each of the different 4 sides. But this one, it seems like the ship just kind of obeys whatever you need to do with the crosshairs, directing which way the ship faces. Anyway, despite me being a total noob, I hope you enjoyed this little sneak peek at The Last Leviathan by Superpunk Games. At only $10 on Steam, it seems like a great deal. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I certainly did, and I'll see you guys here again for another episode real soon on Gamer Guide Channel. Later!